everyone, welcome back to another daily vlog. Today is Sunday. We're up bright and early because we're waiting for the plasterer. So there's a plasterer coming this morning. It's too early to wake up on a Sunday, isn't it, Maisie? Isn't it, Mark? Too early. I've decided I'm just going to sit in here, skulking here with Maisie all day. Watch telly with the fire on because it's absolutely freezing in this house. We need to find a radiator bleeding key urgently and balance all these radiators because there's something wrong with them. There has been for the last year. We've had the gas people round and they don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm going to use a different gas people, central heating system people, and see what they say. Maisie knows there's something wrong because we never get up this early in the morning on a Sunday, do we? So you know there's something wrong. Look at her. Yeah, so just waiting for the plasterer to come. My battery's running low. I'll never get this vlog done. First, my memory card wasn't in there. First, I didn't have my camera at all. Then I didn't have a memory card, and now I don't have any battery. So I'll go change the battery and I'll talk to you in a minute. Hi everyone, the plasterer has left. He came at about 10:30 and left at about 1. It is currently 2:10. So we're just waiting on the floor leveller to come and give us a quote for floor levelling. Floor screeding it's called. Where they put like a really like fluidy like level of concrete to level everything. So we're waiting for him to come round. He said that he was going to come round in the afternoon after he's taken his kids to football. So I don't know what time to expect him. But it's so cold in here because we don't actually have a heater or radiators in that extension area. So Mark's gone to get an oil-filled radiator to put in here for the time being. To be fair, I don't think I am going to plumb a radiator in to the main house anyway, so I'm probably going to just leave it. We have a radiator here which we could like increase the size of. It's just behind this door, so I might do that instead and then just have like a portable heater in there. Anyway, he's gone to get one because it's blooming freezing down here. There's something wrong with our central heating system. All the radiators upstairs are heating up fine. The ones downstairs are not heating up at all. So I googled it. We've known about this problem for a while and we've had people come round to sort of diagnose the problem. But they couldn't really. They were like, it's one of 3 things, which all 3 things cost a fortune. So, you know, if you pick the wrong one first, you're spending money for a problem that isn't there, if you know what I mean. So it could be the pump, it could be air in the system, or it could be like sludge in the system, like dirt in the system, that they have to do a big like power wash of the system. That's the one that they thought it was most likely to be, but I'm not entirely sure because upstairs is heating and the internet's saying that's more of a pump issue. But I don't know, I'm going to get a second opinion before I start spending loads of money to do things that may not be the problem. But anyway, so all downstairs is freezing cold, upstairs is warm. So we're going to get an oil-filled heater for in here anyway, because obviously we need to dry out the floor after it flooded so much, because there is still damp floor. I'm not surprised. It was like, it flooded several times. So we need to get the heat up in here. We need to get a dehumidifier that Mark's going to borrow from his mate and heat it right up. Dehumidifier, it'd be all right. I've still got that chesty cough. I'd still feel a little bit under the weather. And Oscar's now come down with it. He has a sore throat, doesn't feel very well. So there is definitely two colds going around now. Yeah, so he's come down with it again, another one. So, oh, it's never ending, honestly. I thought that was it for the rest of this year of colds. Anyway, I'm going to put Maisie's food and water back over there. Removed it while the plasterer was here. I'll show you what he's done. So that's what he's done. A freshly plastered ceiling. Lovely jubbly. I moved that here, just out of the way. Yeah, and that's it really. I'm going to light my candle. So, more dust. This just happens every morning without fail. You just come down to that. It sits in the air. I think it's just floating around the air. And then it settles. So I'll have to remove everything from here and clean it up again. Never ending. Happy days. Here he is with the radiator. So we've gone for the higher wattage one, which is more expensive, but not bad actually. B&M are selling these types for 60 quid at a lower wattage. This was 50 at a higher wattage. So, Screwfix we got it from. So I'm not convinced that B&M are cheap anymore. So I had a look around. Argos is the most expensive at like, they were like 100 quid. And those are the wheels. Lovely. So yeah, I'll show you it when it's in place. Right, so this is it. Putting it close to this bit here, because can you see that this is wet still? Quite like the side of it. Is it? So what I've decided to do this afternoon is put a film on. I'm going to put on something that is Halloweeny. I usually, in Vlogtober, write a big list of like Halloween films that I want to watch. And every day I watch one of those films. Not that I'm a big film watcher, to be fair. I don't watch many films. And this year I haven't done that because I just haven't been messed to, really. Yeah, the sun is really bright today. It's really in my eye. Just watching someone walk past who I know. Just randomly, someone I knew walked past. So I was like, oh, I don't think she knows I live here, to be fair. Yeah. I'm going to put something on. Do I watch something scary or do I watch something nice? I mean, it's only like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I think I might watch something nice. I think Oliver will go mad at me if I watch Hocus Pocus. He doesn't like Hocus Pocus 2 though, so I might put Hocus Pocus 2 on because I like that one. So I think that's what I'm going to watch. So while I watch Hocus Pocus, yes, she can have them. While I'm watching Hocus Pocus, I'm putting some Halloween decorations out, just a few. With my little witches out and that. Hi everyone. We have just done lots of work in the kitchen. We basically removed some plaster and taken it back to brick in an area that we're going to have electrics put in. So yeah, it's been a very busy day. We had the plasterer this morning. Then our neighbour came round to discuss the electrics because he's an electrician and he's going to put our electrics in. So yeah, he came round and now we're waiting for the floor man who's rang us and said he'll be within half an hour, so he's on his way. So it's been busy, busy, busy for a Sunday. It's been mad, hasn't it, Mark? Yeah. Just with all these workmen round. So what the plan is with the electrics is we were going, I don't like spotlights in the ceiling. I wanted like hang down lights, but it's a vaulted ceiling, so we can't really have them, so we're going to opt for wall lights in there. So he's going to put all the electrics in for wall lights and 2 extra sockets in the extension area, and then yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, he's going to do that. So we had to remove some plaster for him, really, which we needed to remove anyway, which was in the plan, but it's just happened sooner than we expected. So, but we did it, and now we're waiting for the floor man. So it's crazy how much work is going into this. I didn't fully expect how much work. I had an idea, but yeah, it's just all happening quite quick. So I think with the plan with the kitchen is, I have a feeling that we won't get the kitchen in by Christmas. So I probably order it, chill out, then after Christmas get the fitters in to fit it and everything. Because we can live with the kitchen that we've got. Bear with me, I really need to cough. Sorry about that, it's all the dust again. It's really getting to my chest now, all this dust. I mean, the problem is that we're actually doing the work ourselves now. So all the walls we're doing ourselves. So we're actually dealing with the dust face to face now. Whereas before we weren't. They were doing it, and they like covered us all up so we didn't get too dusty in the house. But now it's just everywhere. Oh, it's just everywhere. And everything's open now, so yeah, what can you do? Hi everyone. The floor leveler man has been, yeah, so he has said that he would level up to the kitchen, the current kitchen, and yeah, it'd be a nice floor level for a flooring to go on top. So yeah, so he's given us a quote. It sounds pretty good to me. It's just expense at the minute, but we are cutting costs in other ways. So we're doing the walls ourselves and things like that, so that's how we're cutting cost. And yeah, it was an alright quote, so we're going to take him up on it. It's just when we're going to get it done is the issue at the minute. He seems to think that we need to do it right at the very end, so that's what we're going to do, just before the kitchen gets put in. So yeah, we're going to get this electrics put in. Mark's gonna start doing the walls, plastering them, and then we can get the floor levelled and then a new kitchen installed. Happy days, Maisie. Maisie wasn't very happy. She's had enough of people coming round on a Sunday disrupting her nap.
Hello?
Sorry, Mark was on the phone. It was the flooring man. He also gave us a quote to put new flooring all the way from the front door all the way through, but he accidentally misquoted because he didn't add on the extension bit to that quote. That's just in the future, as in we got the floor leveling quote, which is fine, but then he gave us a quote for this really posh flooring at like 40 quid per metre squared, which we're not going to do. Yeah, he was like, that's plus labour, fitting and the materials, it's like 1,500 quid. And then he was like, rang Mark back then and said actually it would be £2,000 because he misquoted it. I was like, that's not going to happen anyway. We're going to go for laminate flooring. We fitted our own laminate flooring in our old house. My dad is an expert at laminate flooring, so that's the person we're going to get to help us. We went to UK, is it UK Direct Flooring? Or is it Direct Flooring UK? I don't know. We went there last time, and really reasonable. That's where I got those little like samples from. So I'm gonna get, I'll probably ask them for more samples. I'll be like, they weren't good enough, and get more samples. You're only allowed 3, unless Mark orders some. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be on a dress or what, but I might get my dad to order some and my mum to order some, so then we can all have like a really good look at different samples. But basically it's much cheaper. It's like about 13 to 25 pounds per metre squared, depending on the quality. So much cheaper. And they do offers all the time, so yeah, and my dad's like really good at fitting it. Him and Mark did our last one, and my dad's done his own, really good. So yeah, I'm not going to spend £2 on flooring. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, so, because that's not my most important thing. I'd rather spend £2 on my granite worktop, which Mark is moaning because literally the granite costs more than the kitchen itself. He's like, do you really need granite? And I was like, but I want it. I want my granite worktop. But he's moaning because it literally costs more than the entire kitchen. Anyway, I'm watching Hocus Pocus. I'm finishing watching it and we're cooking tea. Have you shaken the chips? Yeah. We're cooking tea and we're going to have chicken burgers. So, yummy. Can't wait. Starving. Need my dinner now. So, there is the chicken burger. I've used a southern fried chicken steak, salad, burger sauce, and some skin on fries. I think the skin on, yeah, they look skin on fries. And a side of burger sauce for the chips to dip in. So, yummy.